So how do I finish my paintings? Well, I let the final layer of paint dry for a few days at minimum. It has to cure, so you really want a good, solid, dry throughout surface. And then when I feel that has happened, I varnish all my work. And my preferred brand is Polycrylic. It's Minwax, it's a water-based varnish. And I like the ultra flat, the clear ultra flat finish. That means there's no shine to it and it looks just like the raw painting. And that's just my preference. So if you like the glossy finish or a semi-gloss, a little bit of satin, then you are free to purchase whatever really speaks to you. So there's no right or wrong. But I do recommend that you varnish all your work if you want it to last. And you may note that I use, and in here you can see I've got some oil pastels, and I really have to let them dry before I can varnish it. Yes, I do varnish them, and I haven't had any problems with it, but they really have to dry. So if you can take your finger on it and smudge it, it's not ready yet. Certain brands of pastels take longer to dry. They have more oil in them, so that's why one would dry faster than another. But regardless of that, protect the painting. Protect it from the UV, from just spills or anything. Who knows what can happen to it. It will last a long time. The colors will not fade if you do that. I use a super fine, super soft brush when putting my varnish on. And I like to do 2 coats minimum. Sometimes I find that third one is a little unnecessary and gets too thick. There are artists that will say, I put 3 minimum and maybe a 4th. I think if you put 2 good coats on and you really let them dry in between, you're fine. And the rest is just preference. Sometimes the building up of the varnish gives that extra thick layer that some people like as well, where it can sometimes smooth out a little bit of the texture. So it's all preference, but if you protect it, you'll be fine. And these are my favorite brands to use.